Hello Virgo, welcome to your He Said, She Said reading. This is for the time period of October 1st through October 14th, 2018. Now before I get started, because I've picked up a lot of new subscribers, I wanted to explain the difference between these He Said, She Said readings and my regular monthly and mid-monthly in-depth readings. The He Said, She Said readings are a little bit lighter in tone. They are done every 2 weeks, and it's a tag team effort between me and my husband Richard.
Hello Virgo.
And we like to mix it up a little for you, so we do this one together. The difference between this and the other is my monthly and mid-monthly readings are just me, and they're more in-depth readings. So please enjoy both, or one or the other. It's really completely up to you. And let's continue with your reading here, Virgo. From the Oracle of Mystical Moments, you've pulled the card of the Observer.
So the Observer speaks really to patience, waiting for that opportunity to make a decision.
And from Wisdom of the Oracle, you've pulled Building Blocks. This is very similar to the Ace of Pentacles in traditional tarot. It speaks about strong foundations and having everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. It's a time when your focus needs to be on the foundations that you build upon, whether that is work, relationships. It's really about values, ethics, morals, and core beliefs. So something that you're waiting to build on, I feel here. I'm going to leave this as the overall energy for you, Virgo. I've already meditated on your energy, so let's cut the cards here and focus in on the energy around your partner or the person that you are focused on here, Virgo, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw, how they feel about you, how you feel about them, the strengths of the relationship, the weaknesses of the relationship, the potential for a healthy relationship crossed by any roadblock to that, and the potential outcome. So let's have a look here and see what the energy is of the person that you're focused on, Virgo. King of Wands.
All right, so it could be a fire sign, possibly, say Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo.
Male or female?
Male or female, yeah. But the King of Wands is somebody who is in charge of their own destiny. They are creators, and they like to create something of their own means.
And they're very much leaders, people that you tend to go towards for advice, to act as, mentors really, people who seemingly have it all together. And the energy I pick up around this, we also have the Emperor. So whoever this person is, Virgo, is a very strong individual. There's a lot of control here.
Yeah, probably an authoritarian figure. We could be talking about a supervisor or a boss, or
even a father.
Yeah, it's somebody who's who does really wield a lot of power, or thinks they do at least.
Yeah, it is maturity here as well, and strength, stability. Now, when it comes to the flaw, they have the Sun. So
the Sun is a flaw.
It may be that they are perhaps a little bit too optimistic.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, I guess it's difficult to really spin the Sun negatively.
It really is.
But to maybe possibly bringing too much to light, not keeping enough hidden.
Yes.
It's hard to say, but we'll have to see where the rest of this reading goes.
Yeah, for some reason I get a lot of energy around this of someone who, for some reason I'm getting this feeling that this person likes to see the best in everything, and may find it difficult in life when they're presented with something that goes against that.
Right, okay.
Let's have a look and see how they're viewing you here, Virgo. The World in reverse. So something left incomplete.
That's right, yeah, an incomplete cycle. It could also indicate that something is not ending.
Yeah, something that they don't feel is it's ready to end, or something that they don't want to end.
Yeah, I never look at the World card in reverse as something that should end. That's another card. It might be more like the Tower in reverse.
Yeah.
But the world in reverse, I just think it's just something that's not coming to the end of the cycle, but it depends on the context.
Let's see how you're viewing them, Virgo. The Magician in reverse. Okay, so it's quite different to how they're viewing themselves. It may be that you're feeling that you can't get something started with this person. When I see the Magician in reverse, it speaks to me about, I don't feel it's about manipulation. I feel it's more about a lack of confidence.
Yeah, I was going to say shyness is...
Shyness, okay.
Is what I sort of came in. And perhaps you're not confident. You're seeing this person as a king of wands and the Emperor combined.
Yeah.
And you might be a bit possibly overwhelmed,
a bit intimidated.
Or intimidated, that's the word I was looking for, yes, a bit intimidated. So I'm going to look upon the Magician in reverse as being a feeling of intimidation.
Yeah, I get that with building blocks here, this has potential to be a very strong foundation, but there seems to be a blockage here, something that needs to be overcome. And you're right, it could just be possibly a self-worth issue here, not feeling the confidence to approach this person, watching from a distance perhaps.
I mean, we could take it a little bit further with the world in reverse and say that it's the possibility you might be in a relationship and that relationship needs to end before something can start with this person. Okay,
let's have a look at the strengths. The Seven of Wands.
So that means it's probably a good thing that you're both a bit guarded. But I think it's more you who's guarded than the person that you're looking at.
Let's look at the weakness here. Okay, the Eight of Cups in reverse as the weakness. So yeah, someone may be staying in a situation that they need to move away from. It doesn't have to be another relationship, but it could be. It could also just speak about a mindset, staying in a negative pattern, being blocked in some way from moving on to a happier, more fulfilling kind of relationship.
Yeah, I still think it's linked to the world in reverse, though, whatever the situation happens to be.
Yeah. Let's, and I feel, and I do get the energy here that whatever may be blocking this person, it seems to be an energy here that they don't seem to want to let their guard down. And for some reason they're keeping up this defense when they should. This may be the negativity. This may be the thing that needs to be walked away from for this to overcome the obstacle. Is how I'm reading these two together, as a strength and as a weakness. Let's look at the potential. The Eight of Pentacles. It's crossed by the King of Swords in reverse.
So we're talking about a situation here where you would both need to work together and the gains would be slow and incremental.
It could be a work situation, possibly. That's for some of you, because I do get perhaps a very strong individual. I get them as very strong, and you're feeling perhaps a little bit... Intimidation is the right word, or feeling like you may not be up to the challenge, or perhaps, I don't want to use the term worthy, but that may be something that you're thinking. And the reason why I say that is the roadblock here is this King of Swords in reverse. And what I get around this person is someone who can be a bit harsh in nature. And with the work card here, I get this as potentially someone that you're trying to work with, but the energy around this person is all wrong. Now, this may be the person that you need to walk away from as well. that if this is a love relationship, this may be another person that you're involved with here, Virgo. Could be an air sign, male or female, Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. And I get this person hasn't been truthful to you. They can be quite cold, detached, a little bit nasty in their communication, or they may even have blocked communication. And as a weakness here, it seems like you're holding, and for some reason I get the energy around this of holding on to something that needs to be walked away from, but you haven't walked away from it, Virgo.
Yeah, just to muddy the waters a little bit more here, I'll take a slightly different take on the King of Swords in reverse here.
Yeah.
And I look upon that as the possible need for you to speak your truth.
Okay, yes.
And the intimidation factor is preventing you from saying what you need to say to this person in order to get something going.
Okay. Let's look at the potential outcome. Okay, the High Priestess in reverse. So still not revealing the truth here, keeping things to yourself. I feel like there's an element here of not listening to your instincts, blocking that inner wisdom with this card.
I don't know, I get an energy of a crush.
Okay, infatuation.
Yeah.
With someone perhaps who's older.
Yes, that's right.
Potentially, doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I don't
Could
know.
be an Aries as well, here with this fire sign energy.
Yes, that's quite possible, isn't it?
Yeah. Someone who, I get them as a very strong individual, and they have an air around them as maybe a bit unapproachable.
Yes.
There is an obstacle.
Yeah, it could be a relationship that hasn't ended, that perhaps may need to end. And I'm only getting that because we're combining the World in reverse with the Eight of Cups in reverse here. But as soon as you turned over that High Priestess, I just seemed to get that energy of a crush.
A crush.
Yeah. Or some sort of infatuation.
Yeah, and it may be someone at work. It could be a crush on a boss here, Virgo, potentially. That's for some of you. But I get that, and for you, it's about observing from a distance, and that's why I feel like there's some kind of block.
Yeah,
and it may be a block that this person may be married, and that they are working on a marriage here, potentially.
Yeah. But I think the observer is talking about waiting for that opportunity. Now the opportunity could be to either start something with this person or to possibly make a decision to let it go.
Yeah, it's something that you see as potential, and that's the issue here. I feel.
Yeah, I go back to the Seven of Wands here, and I see that both of you are guarded, and there's good reason for that. If this is a work kind of relationship,
I think it might be a work relationship,
and you have an infatuation or a crush on a supervisor, then both of you definitely need to be guarded, because that's generally not a behaviour that's supported in a work environment. Yeah. So the other interpretation of the World in reverse, maybe you need to not be part of this job, and the Eight of Cups here in reverse. It's possible that in order to get into this relationship with this person, you might need to quit your job. That's another interpretation. Yeah,
I feel like you're keeping your distance. You're not approaching this person with any kind of offer. You're keeping it to yourself. You're keeping this secret that you're interested in this person. It's because you see them as long-term, something that you'd like to build a strong foundation with. There is a lack of confidence, and I also feel like there's something blocking you from feeling like you're going to be successful in building this foundation with this person. It has something to do with not walking away from another situation. Now, this may be you that has to end another relationship before you can approach. It may be the other person, and it could also be, like Richard says, walking away from a job here, so that you're not in that that role of this person having that workplace, that difficult workplace kind of dynamic.
Yeah, I look at the Magician in reverse. I don't get this as being permanent.
Right.
I get this as being a temporary situation that is being determined by your current environment. And once that environment changes,
Yes.
perhaps that magician changes to be upright as well.
I like that. But at the moment, you're just really keeping your distance and looking on. And I get an element here of almost like biding your time.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah. So we'll leave it there for you, Virgo, and wish you all the very best with this. If you would like a personal reading, please email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. The cost is $35 for a 20-minute love relationship reading with both Richard and I. And also please check out the rest of my channel, Gypsy Insights by Michelle. I have my new mid-October in-depth readings up, and those are the ones that I do, that it's just me. So if you're interested in that, then please go ahead and check those out. So wishing you all the best with this, Virgo.
Thank you, Virgo. Goodbye, good luck.